How did you change that?
I think we were just so excited to do that episode. So yes, I found out maybe a few weeks before that it would be a full episode of Ichabod in the
So
park.
I think it's important for the audience and for Abby to see that guy and to.
Oh, absolutely. I think you get to know, you get to understand the modern Ichabod a lot more from seeing
a lot makes more sense.
him in his natural habitat.
Right.
And you can see why he's occasionally just a ferocious arsehole. Because he's a man who, he was in a position of authority and he was respected and he had a job that he was really good at.
Exactly.
He was really good at it.
Yeah.
And now he's in a world where people he's a bit of a joke.
And I love that Abby said, "Ready, Captain." Like it was her acknowledgement that she understood.
Tip of the hat to Nicole Bahari for those last two lines.
Really great. That's fantastic. Thanks.
Thank you.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Micah, and I'm a proud sleepyhead. Over the costume, I do have a sleepy badge. I was wondering, who do you fangirl or fanboy over, since you do have a room full of your fans?
Probably the only time that I've had a squee fangirl was meeting Neil deGrasse Tyson at the first Comic-Con that we went to. Before we even started shooting the first season, after we shot the pilot, we premiered the pilot there. And my friend Corin Brownlee was my date for the weekend. And we went to this party, and it was incredible. If Neil deGrasse Tyson was an incredibly beautiful girl, it would have been a very romantic moment. The crowd separated slightly. In the haze, in the other end of the room, there was Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, and it's probably the only time in my life that I've ever gone up to someone and said, "Hi, I'm Tom. My God, I love you." Because he's an amazing man. So yes, yeah.
And I actually have a follow-up question, which is not really related, but more about the show. Given what the season finale was, and how your show kind of has this common trend of people dying are not really dead, I was just wondering, will Ichabod ever happen?
How do you go from people dying? Just everyone dies until they're the only two people.
Is Katrina really dead, and will that make way for Ichabod?
Well, actually, I'll be honest, I got quite concerned that it was becoming a trend where, someone's died, but they're going to get back. Like when Orlando died, and and I was worried that might take away the danger of the show. You watch shows like The Walking Dead and Game of Thrones where, my God, they'll kill completely out of the blue, and it's wonderful. It's the most exciting moment when you watch someone you love die.
Until it's Daryl Dixon. And the world riots.
Yeah. But this time we're changing that, and the big surprise is, my God, they are actually dead. John isn't coming back next season. I don't think Katya is as well. And yes, I'm bummed as well. But no, if there might be a turning point. It might now be, when you're dead, you're dead.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for a really, really somber, depressing question.
Hi, my name is Diane, and I'm prepared for the boos and kisses, but I was okay that the Benestella got blown up.
No!
No, because I know you're a fan of The Walking Dead, so if you watch The Walking Dead, you know there are always way more zombies than you think there are. So I loved your speech at the end to Jefferson about how much the world had changed. And you don't understand what it's like now up there. And you alluded to the 24-hour news cycle earlier in the show, so it's like, But
It's
anyway.
a Damien Kindler episode. He's
Yeah,
an excellent writer.
But my question, I guess, is: do you think that the Fenestella will be resurrected? Because in my mind, I see like debris in the cube with the light still blinking. I don't think it's gone.
I found it really difficult. I was saying to Damien, you can't offer this up and then completely get rid of it. But then equally, you can't give, there's a box with all of the answers to all of Ichabod and Abby's questions. You equally can't have that. But, it's like, if you tease us with something, we want to get something out of it. It's Chekhov's gun, But then remember that Ichabod has an eidetic memory. And so he had enough time to have a good old look at the Fenestella. And so there will almost certainly be secrets coming back. That could hopefully mean perhaps a return of hologram Jefferson.
That would be great.
Thank you so much.
Thanks very
Yay.
much.
Hi, Tom. My name is Jill. You have commented before about how the writers like to torture you with respect to languages, and I just say thank you very much for that because it's very enjoyable to watch you do all the various languages. But I'm curious if there have been other similar crises, difficulties in some of your past roles that come to mind, things that are difficult challenges, like mastering these lines in new languages in any of your past roles.
I really don't think there's been a job as difficult as this one. In any aspect of the job, it's a tough job. Sometimes there are fun difficulties, like 7 Caesar ciphers in the sea.
That's great.
But then, and then there are really long, tough, really physical difficulties with it. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I thought acting was meant to be easy. That's not true. Respect to the craft. No, this is a tough one, and that's all I can say. I'm sorry.
Hi, Tom. I'm Michelle.
Hi.
Okay. I guess my question is more back to.
I thought you were taking pictures of my shoes.
I thought so too.
I'm just loving the hat.
Oh, thanks. I like yours.
Thank you. You can try it on anytime you like.
Excuse us a moment, everybody.
My question lies on the craft. In other words, everybody's in the same time, for lack of a better word. So, getting into a character that you have to stay in your character as to one time, but yet working in another. How do you stay in character?
Well, actually, it's the flouncing tart in me that likes being the only one who is from this other time. So everyone, can sit back in jeans and argue. And I quite like that I have to be proper and I'm dressed in a different, because then everyone looks at me.
You're nice to look at.
Thank you. No, it's not. I mean, you still approach it in exactly the same way as you would, no matter what the period is. It's still a person with thoughts, and in one of the really good tips I was given about Shakespeare was by a brilliant actor a long time ago, who said, everyone kind of reveres Shakespeare and goes into period Shakespeare acting, and oh my God, isn't it amazing? When in actual fact, it stank of shit and everyone had pox. There's nothing kind of airy-fairy and fancy about Shakespeare. It's real people with real problems and real thoughts. And that's the same if you're being Bingley or possibly Roan or Ichabod or any modern character. You approach it from the same place. It's just everyone looks at me.
Yes, we do.
And bring back the skinny jeans.
No.
How do you seem to master how to speak?
There's an awful racket going on next door. I don't
What
know
is that?
Let's counter, okay? Real quick.
And here's what we're gonna do, especially the ladies in the room. I'm gonna go to letter number 3. Okay, when I get to 3, I need all of the women to scream as you've just seen Tom for the first time in your life. Ready? Ladies, ready?
Okay,
Back to your question.
How do you seem to master this German speaking?
Oh, the German speaking.
Difficult language.
German, I did a little bit of at school, and we had a very good German coach for all of the languages. They give you an instructor. But there was one episode where I did quite a bit. What was it? Oh God.
What was it?
The one where we first saw the Hessians, big shootout in the cabin, and they captured one of the
Lesser
Hessians.
Key of Solomon. That's number 3. Lesser Key of Solomon.
Lesser Key of Solomon. I know the and there was quite a long German conversation with the Hessian. And by a brilliant coincidence, one of the actors playing the Hessian, even though he
fantastic opportunity.
Good for him. Even though he had no lines, was actually German. And so he could come up to me and say, Tom, you're embarrassing the entire country. And tell me how to say it properly. But I really like German.
Also, can you, in your English accent, say my name?
Oh, you didn't state your name.
It's Chloe.
Chloe.
It's like that Love Actually moment. What is this? Bottle.
Table, but that's okay.
Oh, that's funny. My name is Joyce.
Hello, Joyce.
And we're part of the Sleepy Sisters on Twitter. Could you say hi to Cindy Jax for me, please?
Oh my God.
Cindy Jax?
Yes.
Cindy Jax. Oh.
I have a question about the YouTube video that Katya scared you with.
That was funny.
And you have the funniest laugh. And you called her, a name.
Did I call her a prick?
No, a D, with a D. Dick.
Oh, a dick.
Yes.
How many times has Katya gotten you with her pranks?
Katya is difficult to work with. She, that one, we were shooting in an old club, jazz club. And underneath there were these tunnels that go under Wilmington, and they were from. Bye, Chloe.
She'll be glowing for the rest of the weekend.
Underneath Wilmington, there's these old tunnels from the War of Independence. They go way back that.
It's ironic.
And the guy said, look, if you take off this wooden panel on the basement, you can get into the tunnels that he'd only discovered a year or so ago. And someone, it was Bobby from catering, said, Tom, you've got to come and see these tunnels. Come and see these tunnels. I went, oh my God, tunnels, oh my God, this is amazing. Oh my God, mates, we're all having a great time. And then Katya jumped out and tried to piss at me. It's scary enough as it is going through those tunnels. Katya realized, I think I've said this before, she realized that there's a certain regional Swedish accent that she can do that defeats me. And in fact, I got a message from her only yesterday, writing it phonetically in this Swedish accent, knowing that I can't control myself. And I like to think I'm quite a worldly chap, and a funny accent isn't going to make me collapse, but it does. She's an awful, awful person.
I know Orlando, you would think Orlando would be the one that would play the most pranks, but he said that Katya was the worst on the set. She got everybody.
Yeah.
But that video of you, I mean, that was hilarious. Thank you for that.
Good, well I'm glad that my terrible, terrible discomfort. All right, youngest member.
And I actually got the second question. I have one question.
Okay.
What is the difference between your voice and your accent? Because your voice sounds the same as your accent.
What's the difference between my voice and my accent?
You mean yours and Ichabod?
Yes.
The Ichabod voice and my voice? Do you mean?
Yes.
I've just realised that I've been swearing a lot.
Yes?
We all have. We all have. We've all done it.
Dare I say, what happens in Vegas?
Vegas.
There you go.
There's, without getting too kind of, I'm not going to swear. I'm going to say it, I'm sorry, but without getting too wanky about it and pretentious
she doesn't know that's a
and
swear.
nasty about it. Sometimes when you read